A very good morning to all our Sports Today family members. We've had an action-packed Sunday where New Zealand had double glory. Now the repercussions of what is going to follow for the Indian cricket team is really going to come out now, because there has been criticisms, there are fitness updates and also other things going on in the world of sport. Now, after India's loss to New Zealand for the first time at home in 36 years, Gambhir and Rohit Sharma were involved in a very animated discussion in the dressing room. Now, what was it all about? Was it upon the team confidence? Was it about the tactics? Was it about any other things that had to be discussed? It's not known yet. But you could see there are videos circulating about it that yes, Gambhir and Rohit Sharma were involved in a very animated discussion. And the repercussions, and to recover from that, it will take them 3 days only, because 24th onwards is the second test. Now, weather permitting, we hope the weather stays clear throughout those 5 days in Pune. But looking at what is at store, things could change a lot in Pune. And there has also been criticism on the way how this current team management is destroying Akash Deep's confidence. Because on this particular wicket, probably Rohit Sharma thought that yes, in the fourth innings, if they had set up a total in excess of 200, the spinners would come into play. But the problem is that India's batting unit had thrown his plans totally awry. And because of that, 107 was not going to be enough. Why didn't they play Akash Deep? Now, in hindsight, everybody will say, yes, it was a bad decision. Maybe they will rectify it in Pune, or maybe not. Because if Washington Sundar has been added into the squad, then you are possibly expecting a rank turner at the Maharashtra Cricket Association Stadium in Pune. So, will Akash Deep feature? Because his one good chance came in Bengaluru, there the team didn't pick him. Maybe he could be picked for Mumbai. The team management, are they destroying Akash Deep's confidence? That is what the buzz is on social media at this point in time. Now, Shubman Gill's fitness update is such that yes, he was seen batting after the end of the match at the M. Chinnaswamy Stadium on the side nets that was there. Abhishek Nair, Shubman Gill and all were just going about their batting drills. Mohammad Shami was seen bowling at that stage. Mohammad Shami is not expected to come back for the India-New Zealand test. He could be back for the BGT, but whether he will be back for the entirety of the BGT, that is not known. Shubman Gill, on the other hand, seems to have recovered from the neck sprain which kept him out of the first test in Bengaluru. So he could return for Pune. And what are the potential changes that could happen? Will India go in with four spinners and rest Jasprit Bumrah? That might be up for grabs. Will Dhruv Jurel come in place of Rishabh Pant? Because if Shubman Gill comes back, either of Sarfaraz Khan or KL Rahul are going to be on the chopping block then. Most likely, it could be Sarfaraz. If it is KL Rahul, it won't be surprising. But if it is Sarfaraz Khan, then yes, it is harsh. But then that is how packed the middle order is at this point in time. So, India versus New Zealand heading into Pune, there are a lot of permutations and combinations that's going on. So, who is going to come in? Who is going to be out? Will the pitch be a rank turner? All that will dominate the discourse in the next two days or so. Sri Lanka have pulled off a big win against the West Indies in a rain-curtailed match in Palakele. The match initially had to be reduced to 37 overs because of one and a half hours of rain, and then there was stop-start. West Indies' innings ended at 180 plus. Then Sri Lanka had to chase a revised target of 230 in excess of that, and they managed to do it with Charit Asalanka, Kamindu Mendes and all of them putting on a good show. They had lost 3 wickets. With this win, Sri Lanka have achieved history, because for the first time in their cricketing rivalry, Sri Lanka and West Indies are now level on ODI head-to-head. West Indies had always dominated the head-to-head record against Sri Lanka. Now it is level at 31 wins apiece. If Sri Lanka wins the second ODI, then they will have a positive win-loss ratio against the West Indies in all formats. T20Is it's 10-8, where in tests it's 11-4. Here now they could be 32-31 in the coming days. Shakib Al Hasan is not playing the test match that is happening against South Africa. And there were clashes reported between supporters of Shakib Al Hasan and several other groups that were assembled outside. Now, many student organizations have protested that yes, Shakib Al Hasan should not play because he's an Awami League MP and all the atrocities that were there. He's also been named in an FIR that was there when he was in India. So that is why, in Pakistan, sorry. So Shakib Al Hasan, maybe his playing career is over because of the politics that is there in Bangladesh cricket, as well as this latest clashes that were there. Student organizations were protesting. Shakib's fans were demanding that he play. They have called for the BCB head's resignation, but then it's become very, very volatile. And this distraction has probably impacted Bangladesh in their first test versus South Africa, because they were reduced to 49 for 5 at the time of doing this. So Kagiso Rabada has taken 300 test wickets. He is now the quickest as far as balls bowled is concerned. So Vian Mulder, the star, with 3 wickets, Kagiso Rabada taking 2 wickets, and because of that, Bangladesh, will they avoid being dismissed for their lowest total at home? It remains to be seen. Very vital series this for South Africa, because this is the last away assignment. If they win the series in Bangladesh, then they are favourites to make it to the WTC final, because they have got 4 tests at home versus Sri Lanka and Pakistan. I had mentioned double delight, right? You've got double delight. New Zealand, the Black Caps had ended their 36-year pain in India, but the White Ferns put on a brilliant display and managed to win the T20 World Cup, the Women's T20 World Cup. Both, if you look at the journey of the men's team and the women's team, it has taken them a lot of time indeed. New Zealand women's team won the ODI World Cup in 2000. 24 years later, they have won the T20 World Cup. And it's a fitting farewell potentially for the likes of Sophie Devine, Susie Bates later, who Susie Bates in particular is the most capped international women's player ever. Perhaps that mark can be beaten by Elise Perry in the near future. Moving on to other sports, yesterday in the night time there was a brilliant race at Austin in the US Grand Prix, and Charles Leclerc, a brilliant start when he was in 4th position. He made up 3 positions when Lando Norris and Max Verstappen went wide. Then through pit stop strategy and brilliance, it was Carlos Sainz who managed to get to 2nd position. Lando Norris was at 3rd, but then a 5-second penalty ensured that Max Verstappen got to the podium, and he somehow maintains his 57-point lead with 5 races to go. So congratulations to Charles Leclerc for his 3rd win in 2024. But now things are not going to be easy for Max Verstappen with 5 races still to go. So we've got an action-packed Monday also. We'll be building up for the India versus New Zealand 2nd test that will happen at the MCA Stadium. India, remember, are favourites to come back. It's happened to them in the past: 2017, 2001, 2021, Border Gavaskar Trophy, you name it, they've done it. So you can't put it beyond India to ensure that they will come back in this series. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis.